Can I just go back to, I think that's a really good thing you said about the Elysian thread that runs through.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But because what the Oran is all about is about individuality and helping their residents remain individuals into their later life. Like we're talking about
that's really nice.
Not just becoming an old person in a house. What can you say about the kind of similarities and differences between Stanmore and the Oran, out of what you know, and how, like you were talking about, what was his name, the guy with the children firehouse?
Oh yeah, Andre Ballas.
So how?
I think how do they say that the common thread between obviously quality, a level of quality,
service,
and service. That's what I was going to say. That's what they.
Yeah, I think for us, from a pure interior design point of view, it's that sort of welcoming, the warmth because Elysian seem to be placing great emphasis on public spaces, which we think is really interesting. And it's sort of expensive for them to do.
Especially if you're living on your own. If you are on your own,
and
sometimes, sadly you are when you're older, if they lose their partner or whatever, then...
To be able to sit down in a restaurant.
Absolutely. But I think for a developer to be doing that is actually quite an interesting thing, because it's expensive for them. If you think about how much
square footage,
and how much that's going to cost to fit out, and then they're not making money out of that. Also, they're probably service charge. I don't know the sort of business model at all, obviously, but in terms of I think that the thread is that kind of. The attention, the fact that they've got Stanton Williams doing that building for them is quite amazing. Or they bought the Stanton Williams building, it shows their level of how design is that important to them, and how design can affect people's mood, and that they've got a genuine. When you meet Gavin, he's got a genuine passion for the subject, which is really inspiring actually, how people live when they get older, that they're still relevant, they're still, like you said, being able to express their individuality. And that's what's interesting about Oran. What we've seen about the Oran is that Stanton Williams are providing a sort of really elegant backdrop to people's lives there, and there could be some very interesting people around Hampstead that have sold maybe something big and expensive, but probably could have the most amazing art collection or furniture collection or book collection or whatever. And I think that what's clearly what Elysian are doing is giving them a backdrop to still being able to express that, which is really lovely. So there's sort of the thread is that kind of design-led, quality-led, like Lucy says, service-led, it strikes me, because of the public spaces that they insist on doing. That requires service, and that's important. It seems to be a sort of a thread about the way you arrive. That's very important.
Your emotional responses, isn't it?
Yeah.
The guests' emotional responses.
Yeah. Is that how you feel immediately as you're walking through one of their buildings? It strikes me that this is us sort of trying to sort of get into Gavin's mind.
Yeah, no, of course.
But that's what we feel anyway. And when we approach our design, that's what we've understood their threads to be.
Right.
They might do one in Fitzrovia. Might not have any public spaces, but there it's a sort of different take. But there will be something from Elysian that makes it sit with the other two that they've done, wherever it is. But I think that's... Is that right? Does that sound right? Yeah.
Great.
It's the other end of the scale. It's like your Loader, Lincoln Square, where you was really young professionals. They committed a lot to communal space.
Yes.
But at the other end of the spectrum, in terms of sort of target age group, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so that's a lot of wealthy students.
That's right. Well, what's interesting about that?
But it is the other. They then contributed a lot of the scheme to communal because they thought that was important. Again, people could be living on their own, but younger versions.
Yeah. Well, that Loader, that Lincoln Square, was another big project that we did. It was extraordinary because The public spaces were done by Patricia Urquiolo, who's a world famous loader, a really interesting company. And Abhishek